Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we are going to talk or we learn actually about Macaulay minute 1835. After the English classes controversy, to stop that controversy, Macaulay minute 1835 was actually announced by the British government. So let's discuss about this minute and what we get from this. So here our first focus point, that is what is Macaulay minute. It is about 2 marks or 4 marks. Okay, so first focus is what is Macaulay minute, and the next focus question, that is what are the main features of Macaulay minute. Okay, it is also about 2 or 4 marks. Again, what is the importance of Macaulay minute, merits and demerits of Macaulay minutes. So these are the some focus questions or focus points of our today's class, and you need to write each and every question's answer on 4 marks. Okay, so I think you do not have any doubt with these focus points. Each and every question has 4 marks. Okay, so let's continue the class. Okay, so our first point, it is what is Macaulay minute. So here we can say Lord Macaulay, a law member of Viceroy's Executive Council, arrived in India on June 10, 1834. Okay, he was appointed the chairman of the General Committee of Public Instruction by William Banting, Governor General of India. Also, he was a great scholar, a successful writer, and an eloquent speaker. He came to India with a strong belief that the English language and culture was supreme in the globe. So there is a description of Lord Macaulay. Who was actually Lord Macaulay? So Lord Macaulay is the law member of Viceroy's Executive Council, arrived in India on June 10, 1834. Okay, he was appointed the chairman of the General Committee of Public Instruction by William Bentinck. And who was William Bentinck? William Bentinck was the Governor General of India on that time. Also, he was a great scholar. Macaulay minute was a great scholar, a successful writer, and an eloquent speaker. Okay, he came to India to stop the English classist controversy which was prevailed on that time, that was 1813 to 1835. During that duration, what types of actually conflict arise among those peoples of India? To stop those things, or those to stop the actually controversy, Macaulay minute came to India. Okay, and Macaulay minute main focus was English language and English culture, okay, in the globe. So next point, when he arrived in India, there was a big controversy between Anglicist and classicist parties regarding the nature of teaching education to Indian people, also about the amount sanctioned by the East India Company for education. So he had come to India because there was a big controversy between the Anglicist and classicist party regarding the nature of teaching of education, aim of education, and how to spend those amount sanctioned by the East India Company. It was actually 1 lakh rupees for education. Okay, so next point, it is as a result on February 2nd, 1835, Macaulay wrote a minute under his capacity for educating the Indians, keeping aside the views of classicist or orientalist. Okay, so keeping aside the views of classicist or orientalist, this minute is popularly famous as Lord Macaulay's minute. Okay, so this is the Lord Macaulay minute, where Lord Macaulay wrote a minute under his capacity to educating the Indian peoples by keeping aside them outside the views of that controversy actually. Okay, so next point, it is Lord Macaulay's minute of 1835 was considered a document of great historical value in education, which had its effect on the educational policy in India right down to the present times. Okay, from that 1835 to today, at this moment, the value of Lord Macaulay's education or ideologies was still people try to learn what actually the things they are. Okay, because after 1813, as 1813 was the first education act towards modern education of India, the Macaulay minute provide a specific ideology towards the implementation of the act. Okay, So next point it is Macaulay was a strong supporter of the Anglicist party and he favored English and Western education. Okay, as Macaulay was an English supporter, so he mainly favored on English and Western education. There was a great controversy between Macaulay and the Classicist party regarding the provision of Charter Act 1813. Because Macaulay mainly support on English or Anglicist party, therefore a controversy among those two people, actually Macaulay and the Classicist party, regarding the provision of Charter Act 1830 was on that time prevailed. Okay, so proceed towards the next. What are the main features of Macaulay minor? So here is our first point. It is Macaulay promotes English literature and not Sanskrit or Arabic or Persian literature. Okay, next point, he did not favor the use of the mother tongue as a medium of instruction in education. He gave strong support to English as a medium of instruction of education. Okay, in giving Western culture to Indian education, Macaulay had a definite and specific purpose before him. He works that what is known as downward filtration theory. Okay, in our last class we already discussed downward filtration theory, that is provided education to the upper class and towards slowly the lower class. Okay, so our next point, next specific point or next focus, that is what is the importance of Macaulay minor. So there are some points which signifies the importance of Macaulay minor. So first one is it brought the importance of English education and Western knowledge of sciences in the country. Okay, second point, this minor resolved the great controversy between Anglicists and Classicists for some time. After this, Western education began to be widespread in the country. After actually the controversy was ended, Western education began to be widespread in the country. Okay, next it laid the foundation of the Western system of education on the Indian soil. Okay, as we are working with English language because of Macaulay minor, because if Macaulay on that time was not focusing on the Western language or Western culture, then today we will not maybe proceed with this. Okay, English language. So our next point, it is merits of Macaulay minor. Okay, so here the name of Macaulay you actually is missing, so I think you do not have with problem with this. Okay, so what are the merits of Macaulay minor? So first merit, that is a clear-cut policy of education. Okay, based on Macaulay minor, a clear-cut policy of education was done. Okay, next point, definite purpose of education, as the purpose was giving education towards English language, English culture. Okay, establishment of English school, English as medium of instruction in every class. Okay, next point, it is the proposition of filtration theory. Okay, downward filtration theory came into force on that time. Okay, so this is all about the merits of Macaulay minor. Next point, it is demerits of Macaulay minor. So here the demerits of first point, it is closure of Sanskrit Pathshalas and Arabic madrasas. Because of Macaulay providing importance on English language, therefore the Sanskrit Pathshalas and Arabic madrasas was stopped. Okay, setback to Oriental learning, slowly Oriental learning towards back. Okay, the importance of Oriental learning slowly decreased because of Macaulay minor. Okay, next point, neglect of vernaculars. Okay, vernaculars means vernacular languages or local languages, local ideologies, local cultures, all are actually was neglecting by the Macaulay minor or the people of English because of the imposition of Macaulay minor among the Indian people. Okay, so next point, it is neglect of mass education. Because of downward filtration theory, mass education was neglected. Next, that is the opposition of Sanskrit and Arabic language. Okay, because of English language imposed, therefore opposition of Sanskrit and Arabic language must consideration. The last one is the opposition of Indian religion, because the English are British are Christian, so the importance of Indian religion was not important for the British. Okay, so these are the demerits of Macaulay minor. So thank you everyone. If you have any problem with Macaulay minor, then you may ask me, okay, without having any hesitation. And till that, we stop here.